your girl Sid from Sadness and and welcome to another installment of my Toxic Collective. Now, these readings are specifically curated for a distinct group of people. This group is going to include those of you all who are toxic and you know it, who own it and take accountability for it. Those of you all who are constantly attracting toxic people or lovers, friends, however they come, you always attracting them. And those of you all who are ready to heal whatever it is that attracts these toxic situations to you, okay? In order to watch these readings and for them to make sense, for them to work for you, you have to be able to take accountability, okay? If you are not, then this is not the reading for you, okay? You may want to click off and come back at another time when you are in a better space to accept and hear the messages in this reading. Those of you all who stick around, thank you so very much. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And of course, all the information you need to know as far as how to book is in the description box below. Now, the way that these readings work are I'm going to select 3 different groups, and these groups are going to be based on toxic traits, okay? So these cards all have different toxic traits on them, and you will also be issued a crystal spirit oracle as well, all right? In the timestamps, you're going to find the timestamp for each one of the toxic groups, as well as a shadow work prompt to help you through whatever is discussed in that reading, okay? So if all of this sounds good to you, please stick around and I will see you all at the shuffle. All right, good people. So if you made it to this point in the reading, congratulations. You are officially a spiritual gangster and you're ready to take accountability for the toxicity showing up in your life. So let's go ahead and get these groups together. Who is the first group spirit that we are going to be talking about today? Who is the first reading for? Who is the first reading for, Spirit? Group number 1, impulsive. You're impulsive, honey. Your group number 1. And your crystal spirit is going to be Amber. Amber. Okay. And who is group number 2? What is the toxic trait for group number 2? What is the toxic trait for group number 2? You can't let things go. And what is the crystal spirit for group number 2? Rose quartz. I already see where that reading's going. And finally, what is group number 3? What is the toxic trait for group number 3? I feel like this one wants to come out. Negative and pessimistic. ¿Por qué, friend? Why? All right. And what is the crystal spirit for group number 3? Labradorite spirit. Okay. The Labradorite. All right. So group number 1, you're impulsive and your crystal is amber. Group number 2, you can't let things go and your crystal is rose quartz. And group number 3, you're negative and pessimistic and your crystal is Labradorite. All right. So I'll see you all at you all's timestamps. I'll see you all at your reading. All right, group number 1, we have you as impulsive and your crystal spirit is amber. We're going to start with an overall energy as we usually do, and we'll move on from there. So spirit, speak to me, speak through me, and let me know what's going on with group number 1. What's happening with group number 1? How has this impulsiveness become a toxic trait? 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles is a card of balance, okay? This is very important for someone who is impulsive because you have to know, I just heard when to hold them and when to fold them, all right? Some of you all may have a gambling issue. Some of you all just gamble on life in general, just take chances. that may be pretty unnecessary. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and pull your 9-card spread to see what's going on with you, what's happening. Okay, all right. The first card, 9 of Pentacles. Some of you all are gambling in your business. 9 of Pentacles is a card of entrepreneurship and independent wealth. Some of you all are taking chances on investments, business things. 9 of Pentacles is followed by the Knight of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Sounds like impulsiveness to me. So the Page of Pentacles is a financial windfall or a gift, and the Swords, the Knight of Swords, girl, the Knight of Swords is someone who rushes into action, sometimes without even thinking. Someone who moves too fast, all right? Maybe someone who thinks too fast without like really thinking it all the way through. So I feel like when it comes to your finances specifically, you're out here taking these chances. You're out here taking these chances. Chariot, fastest moving card in the deck. All right, because you're so determined for something to work out. Ace of Cups. New beginnings in spirituality, love, emotions, creativity. Could be a creative endeavor that you are working on. Take it how it resonates. 4 of Cups. In the center of the reading is the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups represents a disinterest and discontent, okay? So I'm already getting that this is taking you down the wrong road, down the wrong path, like moving too quickly, not really thinking your decisions through, often leaves you in a place where you are discontent, where you are unhappy, because what you think is going to happen versus what actually happens be 2 different things, okay? We have the 7 of Swords, which is being cheated or cheating someone, swindling. This is winning by strategy, winning by being deceptive. This message of this card is someone who wins the war or wins the battle by stealing the guns of the other opposing forces while they're sleeping. So it's not even a fair fight. And then let's pull your last 3. The Fool. I'm getting like get rich quick schemes. 3 of Wands. And the High Priestess. 10 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So burdens being created, okay? I feel like the burdens are being created just because you're failing to think things through, but also because it feels like you are always looking for a quick fix or a quick way to make a buck, a quick way to get ahead. And it's like no matter what type of deception. I don't know if this is being done to you or you doing this to someone else, but you are also engaging in relationships. You're engaging in relationships that you don't want to be in just because there may be some type of financial benefit or reward. Sheesh. Or you, let's clarify some things. What is this Ace of Cups? Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is a child, is a baby, okay? It's very immature. Sees one shiny thing, goes and gets that shiny thing, sees another shiny thing, forgets about the first shiny thing to go get the second shiny thing, okay? So you're always, I feel like the 4 of Cups energy is the people that you deal with. You're upsetting a lot of people because you are using them to get ahead, to get what you want. Instead of viewing people as humans, as people, you view them as licks. You view them as opportunities. Okay? Your energy is very fast talker, very I don't want to say, because it may be charismatic, it may be charming, that may be how you do what you do, but it's just very in and out. It's very inconsistent. And I feel like it's so fast that, like, I get this energy of a hustler, a gambler. You might be a stripper, you might be a D-boy, but you are moving so fast. You're living this fast life. You are deceiving people, getting over on people, just to get ahead. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. I'm hearing Queen of Swords. With the Queen of Swords highlighting the Seven of Swords, the message that I'm getting here is, if you don't clean up your act, if you don't, turn over a new leaf, get a fresh slate, whatever the case is, whatever little, turn of phrase you want to use, it's going to get real sticky. This Queen of Swords energy with the Seven of Swords, I feel like it's going to come for you. Like, this person is going to be so tired of being taken advantage of by you, that they're going to do what they got to do. And I feel like you know that already. Like, it feels like you're getting chances. You see what she's holding, right? I don't know if I can say it, but you see it. Like, she's going to get so fed up with you constantly being in and out. She or he, doesn't, no gender here. But they're going to get so fed up with you being so in and out, you taking advantage of them, you using them to come up. Okay? They're going to get tired of that, and they're eventually going to want to do something about it. Okay? So with the overall energy being the Two of Pentacles, a card of balance, I feel like Spirit is telling you, like, slow down. You're doing too much. Like, if you continue this way, you're essentially tipping the scales. So now there's no balance. And that's when the shit show starts. That's when there's going to be a landslide. That's when all of your shit is going to catch up to you. So I feel like Spirit is telling you right now is the time that you need to stop. You need to chill. Because you are pissing people off. You are hurting people who don't deserve to be hurt. You are living such a fast life that anybody who has lived a fast life could tell you, myself included, will eventually catch up with you in some way, shape, or form. Whether that be legally, whether that be karmically, whether that just be physically, where your body just is tired, In this last row, we have the Fool, the Three of Wands, and the High Priestess. I'm going to clarify the Fool and the Three of Wands, but I feel like the Three of Wands being a card of, like, waiting for your ships to come in, there's an implication of patience here. To, like, start all over, start from scratch, turn over your new leaf, and actually do the things leading up to the Three of Wands, the Ace of Wands. Come up with an idea, a plan, accept an opportunity. Two of Wands, make plans towards that, okay? And then Three of Wands, wait for your work to pay you. Wait for the effort that you put in to show up as a physical reward, all right? With the High Priestess here, I feel like this is your intuition being highlighted, saying that you already know that eventually all this shit is gonna come back on you. Like, I feel like there's a sense of, I don't want to say impending doom, but there's like this knowing that you can't continue this way. Like, you know that already. You can't continue this way. So let's clarify the Fool and the Three of Wands. Justice in the reverse. There's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance here. Oh, excuse me, I'm gonna sneeze. Like, confirmation. I knew that justice was gonna come out for you. Because karma. Karmic justice is what the justice card is about. Legal justice. For some of you all, the law may be trying to catch up with you all. But you already know that. For some of you, you watch tarot as a way to try to, stay ahead of whatever is coming for you. Like, you know the misdeeds that you've done, and you're here simply to see if I or whatever other readers you watch are going to be able to say, bro, it's catching up to you. So this is your confirmation. It's catching up to you. Tell me about the High Priestess. Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Cups with the High Priestess. There's going to be some change in the connections, or one of the connections that you have in a partnership that you are a part of. Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I do feel like that speaks to these people here in the center of the reading. This sneeze wants to come out so bad, like, but it don't. But whoever it is that you've been taking advantage of, whoever it is that you've been partnering with to, get ahead or get money, or, taking advantage of, whoever this Queen of Swords is who's tired of the fuck shit. Yeah, there's about to be a shift in that relationship, and you know it, you feel it. And I feel like that's part of the reason that you want to turn over this new leaf and try to, do things right and, be just. But the thing about karma is when you do the deeds, the karma is created. So it can't be undone. Now, you can try to do as many good deeds as possible to balance out the negative, but you're going to have to pay what you owe, Santa. Like, you're going to have to pay what you owe. And that's just how karma works, okay? So, I'm getting jail here. I'm getting jail, and I don't know what this sneezing is, and now I'm feeling like sniffly. What is that about? Is there someone sick here? Come on, bro. Please don't tell me y'all are taking advantage of people who are sick. All of that comes back. Eight of Swords is giving jail, justice. If y'all been scamming, if y'all been going against, you're into it. First, okay. I'm getting so many downloads right now. For those of you all who may be involved in some type of criminal activity, I'm hearing I fought the law and the law won. Like, you're not going to escape justice. Chariot card. They're literally having a shootout on the Chariot card. I don't know if you robbed a store, a bank. I don't know if you've been robbing stores and banks, taking advantage of people, scamming people. But once you turn over the new leaf, like, it's already too late. So there's nothing left to do but to get your justice. Like, the change in the relationship is that whoever your partner is going to turn on you. They're going to roll on you. I don't know why I'm getting, these kind of messages. I guess because this is a toxic collective, huh? But yeah, whoever you're doing this underhanded, stuff with, your partner's gonna roll in. So hopefully, all of y'all ain't robbing banks. But whoever this is for, the overview is your negative actions, your impulsiveness is going to result in justice having to be accounted for, whether that's karmic justice, literal criminal justice. Life has to balance out. Spirit has to balance this out. You can't be doing too much of one thing and not enough of another and think that spirit's just going to let your life be lopsided like that. That's not the way that it ever works. Okay, so justice is going to be called in whatever form that takes. So let's go ahead and move on. And I feel like the only way out of this is through it. Like, you just have to, I heard, take your medicine. You got to take the medicine. And there's no amount of sugar that's going to help the medicine go down. Like, you have to take it as is, just like your victims had to take whatever it is that you've done to them as is. All right, so Moonology, what messages do we have? I knew it. A personal issue reaches resolution. All right, and this is the full moon in Cancer. All right, so I feel like for some of you, with the full moon in Cancer, your, I guess, conscience is getting the best of you. You're starting to feel bad about, taking advantage of people. We have the You Are Good Enough card. Why are you good enough? Not saying that you, but just like, why is this the card that's coming out? And then the Surrender to the Divine. Okay, I think I got it. If you're watching this reading, that means that you're taking accountability for your toxicity. I feel like what this is saying is you're starting to feel guilty for the things that you are doing. And the You Are Good Enough card is saying that regardless of what happens, you have to take accountability. But because you do the right thing, perhaps karma will be a bit more lenient on you. But if you continue to run from this, you're just going to make it worse. So Spirit is saying surrender to the divine. All right? Just whatever is going to be, let it be. Every single one of these cards are full moon cards. It's time to release. It's time to let go. It's time to stop. It's time to stop doing what you're doing. Every single one of these is a full moon card. And I feel like you know that. You know that it's time to stop. You know that it's time to stop running, time to stop scamming, time to stop living so fast. Whatever it is that you're doing, you know that it's time to end it. And kind of like face the music. It's time to face the music. Okay? So, I mean, I'm sure you don't want to do this, but consequence for your action. Consequence for your action. Your impulses have led you to where you find yourself now. Okay? So, rebel, talk nice or don't. Heavy on the don't. I don't care, but please tell collective what they need to hear. No, that's the... I'm getting this very strong energy of criminal activity that is... You're starting to feel guilty. And the very first rebel card that came out says, shit. Or fuck, shit's about to get real. And then the back says, fuck. You need your people around you. So you're aware that it's about to get real. You're aware that you're at the end of the road. Your people, lawyers, friends, family, whoever it is that you need to call, it's time to call them now. If you're in a situation where you're going to have to turn yourself in, get your ducks in a row before you get caught, or turn yourself in. Like I said, I know you're not going to want to do this, but fuck fear, it will lie to your face. All right? And then take a fucking trip. Some of you all may be on the run. You may have to go back to the jurisdiction where these crimes took place. Okay? So it's time to take a trip, or simply a trip down to the police, to the police station. All right? Overall, this reading sucks. I get that. But it feels like stopping what you're doing now is preventing something much worse from happening. And there seems to be a sense of remorse here. So I feel like it may have been fun at first. And of course, I'm not saying all of y'all are criminals. Take this how it resonates. But your impulses, they were fun at first. It was fun to indulge. But now they're getting way too out of hand, and you are aware of that. So it's time to do what you have to do to get things back in order, okay? So let's see what your crystal spirit has to offer. We'll get your advice and your first card from spirit, okay? So Amber is number 3. 3 is a card of connection with the divine, or is a number of connection with the divine. So perhaps this is a positive sign that Amber is your card, but I'm going to read to you the essential meaning. Healing family patterns, releasing karma, preserving the wisdom gained by the lessons of the past. The families we come into as infants and the ones we grow up in offer us experiences that yield gifts, lessons about love, about resilience and forgiveness, and about our own power to leave behind old ways and embrace the new. Our current families do this too. By exploring our relationships with family members, we can discover our own strengths and wisdom. Amber Spirit is here with a message to reconnect with the wounded story you still recount, one that is legacy of your family. Can you heal this story and instead tell one from a perspective of love? How beautiful is it to alchemically change the experience of family? This way, you may receive a gift of love within a family as defined by the heart and the magic of the conscious universe, who sends people your way to make sure you have the caring and affection you need and deserve. Friends can be new family. Reflect today on the love that you have created for yourself and how precious you are. A gem like no other. Reflect on family surrounding you, the guides and manifestations of the conscious universe, here to support you and send you love, and then to more love. Look to those who choose to offer you this gift, for they are your human and animal family. Draw strength from knowing that love shows up always to bring you what was missing in your own family in the past. This balm is available for you to heal the family wound that has hurt for too long. So some of your impulsiveness may be coming from a place of needing to do whatever you want because of something that has happened, you know, like in your childhood, like in your past. It feels like the impulse is connected to a feeling that is pleasurable. And that may be something that was lacking in your childhood. You may not have had a lot of happy experiences. So you are doing whatever and whatever feels good in your adult life. Unfortunately, there's karma attached to the things that you're doing, because what you're doing, you're not necessarily doing from a place of love. You're not doing from a place of, you know, the best interest for everyone. You're doing it for very selfish reasons, okay? And I do feel like this is connected to just your childhood in some way. There's definitely something that happened in your childhood that causes this now, that causes you to live fast, that causes you to scam and, you know, do the things that you do. So as far as the shadow work prompt goes, we're definitely going to dive into your childhood, because clearly this is where it all originates from. Now you're ready to turn over a new leaf. You are feeling convicted. You're feeling like you've done enough. This has been enough, and you're ready to start a new leaf. Turn over a new leaf. Your family, your spirit guides, your team, ask them for grace. That's the best I can give you. Ask them for grace. Ask those who you've hurt for forgiveness, and take your L in peace. Like, take your L and hold it. All right? Whatever consequence it is that you have to endure it, and then start anew. Okay? This Amber Spirit says that you can start anew. You can have a new beginning. But like I said, you can never escape karmic justice. So you're going to have to pay what you owe. So let's go ahead and get your advice. What is the advice? And postcard from Spirit. So your advice is the Seven of Cups, which represents options. You're definitely going to need to explore your options as far as, you know, what to do next, you know. Daughter of Pentacles. I'm feeling like the Daughter of Pentacles here is an apology. So exploring your options, offering some type of an apology to someone, and asking them to start over, asking them for a clean slate. You have the Fool twice here in this reading, so definitely you're wanting to start over new with someone. You're wanting, you know, forgiveness is what I'm feeling. And it's someone from your past here. I feel like the person that you keep on manipulating, taking advantage of, scamming, whatever the case is, may be your family, may be friends, may be people that you know, may not necessarily be strangers, but the way that you're acting with them, the impulsivity that you're displaying to them has put you in a position where not too many of them want to rock with you no more. And so the Emperor Spirit is asking you, like, why do you do this? What patterns from your childhood in your family are causing you to now be so impulsive that friends don't want to be around you, or the people who you consider family now don't want to be around you? Definitely feel like there's a need for an apology. Okay? The fast life always catches up with you, unfortunately. Okay? Your postcard from Spirit says, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, stir up some energy, and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off, and you'll feel the satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life, so just do it. All right. So with this card, what I'm getting is whatever effort you're willing to put towards apologizing, righting your wrongs, making you know, positive impulses, like you may be feeling impulsively led to apologize, or impulsively led to give money back that you stole, whatever the case is. Whatever it is, go for it. And Spirit is saying, because you feel this remorse, because you know that it's not right, because you have a desire for change, they want to support you in that. Now, that's not saying that you're going to be absolved of whatever it is that you did and you're going to get off scot-free, but that is saying that perhaps the consequence won't be as much as if you continue to go down this path and, you know, YOLO the situation. Okay? So, geez, this was an interesting reading. But if this resonates for you, please let me know how. If you're a criminal, please do not get in the comments and, you know, expose yourself in that way, create evidence that anyone can use against you. Okay? Please don't do that. But if it resonates, let me know. And of course, there will be a shadow work prompt down there. So yeah, this is your reading, group 1. Good luck, Godspeed. Hope everything works out for the best. All right, bye. All right, group 2. So welcome to your reading, and you are a part of the group that can't let things go. Okay, you're also the group that received the rose quartz as your crystal spirit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your reading. So spirit, I already feel spirit very heavily here in you all's reading. What is your overall energy? What is it that group 2 can't let go of? Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is the overall energy here. Wheel of Fortune does represent cycles. It does represent changes, shifts in your luck as well. So just immediately what I'm getting is that there may be some cycle that you're having a difficult time letting go of. All right? So let's see what this is all about. Speak to me, speak through me, Spirit. What is it that group 2 is having a hard time letting go of? Queen of Swords comes out in the reverse, off rip. The Queen of Swords is the divorced queen, so this could definitely represent, we have the Devil flipping over as well. This can definitely represent toxic connections. What I'm getting already is that you all can't let go of things that you know are not good for you, that you know are not in your best interests, because of how these things make you feel while they exist in your world. However, when they depart, it makes you very much Queen of Swords. And this is whether you are masculine or feminine. It makes you very much Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords energy can be very bitter. She's a bitter bitch. Okay? She's very a woman scorned, when a woman's fed up. Like, that's very much her energy. With the Devil and the Sun. Now, the Sun is happiness. It's everything good in the tarot. But it feels like there's an obsession with how this person makes you feel. With the other cards that are coming out here, it's definitely giving divorce. It's definitely giving past person, old cycles. I'm starting to feel like I want to cry as well. Divine masculine energy. The Emperor is here. And death. Five of Swords greets us at the bottom of the deck, okay? The Five of Swords energy can be being manipulated, being taken advantage of, or you being the manipulator and taking advantage of other people. But as a mental sign, This can also represent you manipulating yourself, you lying to yourself, you deceiving yourself about what this is. Now, the message that I immediately got from all the cards as they fell out were as follows. There's a marriage, a long-term relationship. This can even be a friendship that was extremely toxic. And I feel like there was either a willful ignorance or just an ignorance altogether that what this relationship wasn't healthy. It felt good, so you embraced it. Okay? In your heart of hearts, you hoped with the Moon card and the Hierophant that there would be a happily ever after, that there would be an upgrade, that this situation would go farther than it went. You thought that if this was a relationship, that it would be a marriage. If this was a marriage, that it would be happily ever after, like we won't leave each other till we die. If this is a friendship, you thought like friends to the end, till I'm at your funeral or you at mine, bitch. Like that's what kind of friendship you thought it was. And with the Justice card here, that would have been justice for you. Like that would have been what was supposed to happen. Okay? Bro, this whole spread is all major arcana. So this thing that you can't let go of affects you in a major way. The only thing not major is you in the reverse, Queen of Swords energy. So what you're trying to do now is heal with the Star card here. Some of you are maybe trying to reconcile with this person. I feel like this person is this Emperor energy. And the Emperor energy is very much in control of things. Okay, so I kind of get this energy where it's like you're at, I don't want to say at their beck and call, but you're at their will, or at their, if this person said, come on, let's go, you going. If this person said, let's try again, you trying. Whereas it shouldn't be that way. And that's why you have the rose quartz spirit. You'll understand more when we get into that. But that's why you have the rose quartz spirit. This situation has ended, and it was meant to be transformative for you. But somewhere along the way, you failed to let it transform you. And I feel like that's because you can't let go of it. All right? When you get to a point where you understand that it is what it is, that it was a lesson, that not everybody is meant to be in your life forever. Once you come to that conclusion, that's where the transformation will happen. That's where the transformation begins. Okay? Also, with the Emperor energy, like I said, I feel like this is the person, but this message here with the Star, the Emperor, and the Death card is saying take control of your healing. Take control of your healing. Let whatever is done be done, and look forward to the new beginnings coming towards you. Yeah, this has been a huge block for you in your life. This has been tremendously impactful on your life with all of these major arcanas. And that's why you can't let it go. It affects you in ways that you don't even realize. that you don't even see a correlation between this person and like your work, or this person and your friendships outside of love. Like, this situation, whatever it was, it has been so impactful that it literally permeates every other aspect of your life currently. Spirit, what do I need to clarify? I keep getting drawn to this devil energy. I want to know, in which ways was it toxic to collective? I'm getting, it's because it didn't feel toxic. It's because it didn't feel negative or hurtful or painful that you didn't realize that it was those things. Devil. It's clarified by the Ace of Wands. Whoever this person was took every opportunity to control you emotionally. With the Death card energy, I was feeling like it might have been a Scorpio. And then the King of Cups shows up as well. So for some of you all, this is a Scorpio or someone who has very heavy water or Scorpio placements. Could also be an Aries or fire sign. But this person took every opportunity to play with your emotions, to manipulate you. This person was very in and out, very flighty and inconsistent. It's giving narcissism. They sold you dreams. That's why they sold you dreams. That's why you looked so forward to the future. You look so forward to happily ever after and all that, because they told you that that's what they wanted. I'm hearing Drake. You bought the lie. You bought the save me. What song is that? You hate that you bought the lie when they sold you one, that you bought the dream when they sold you one. Y'all know what song that is? I know you've been hurt by someone else. Could tell by the way you carry yourself. But if you let me, here's what I'll do. I'll take care of you. You've loved and you've lost. That's what it is. This person, like, you gave so much to them. That's why I felt like crying. Oh, you gave so much to them, and it feels like it wasn't reciprocated to you. And this is why it's so difficult for you to let go of it, because you feel like I didn't deserve that. Like, why couldn't we be happily ever after? Why did you have to do whatever you did to end this? Why did you have to betray me? Why did you have to hurt me? Why couldn't you just deliver on the promises? Clarify the moon. Temperance. Healing. Alchemy. Some of you all are hoping that you can still turn this negative situation, that you can take the things that didn't work out and make them work. Okay, Spirit's saying put my cards down. You are hoping you are hoping for something that was never going to be. This person had zero intention of delivering, fulfilling on those promises that they made. The sole purpose of the connection was for you to be beneficial to them in whatever way they needed you to be. So if this was a relationship, maybe they wanted companionship. Maybe they wanted, I don't know, maybe you cook for your baes and they like how you cook. Maybe it's sex, but there was no deep connection there in the way that you believed that there was. What you were feeling was the direct result of emotional manipulation. And any opportunity that you gave to this person, any door that you opened, they locked in on it and used it against you. Any time that you were vulnerable, when I was 8, my mom walked out, they put that in their little treasure chest to use later. This was all deviously orchestrated to benefit them. So any lie that they told you was the result of what they have collected from you emotionally. Your dog got ran over by a car, put that in my memory bank, use that later to manipulate this person. Your mom walked out on you when you were 5, memory bank, use it on you later. Your friend slept with your ex, now you don't deal with either of them, but it really got you messed up, memory box later. Now this person's going to use all of that information to sell you these dreams that are the complete opposite of what you've already experienced. So now you've attached this desire to this person. You've attached this outcome, this potential to this person, and you've fallen in love with the potential. You've fallen in love with the lie. So when they inevitably hurt you, just like everyone else hurt you, it was a bigger L than you've ever experienced. It affected you more deeply than ever before, because this person used your existing wounds to attack you. So while you had this person in your life and things felt pleasurable, things felt happy, there felt like there was a lot of potential, things were good. You didn't even see the toxicity taking place. You were unaware. But when shit hit the fan and this person abandoned you, abandoned the connection, it made it harder for you to let go. So this is not you. This is not a you thing. You have been victimized, but you are the only person who has the power to heal this, to fix this for yourself. Okay, so you have to own this Emperor energy and heal yourself through this with the Star energy in order to cause a transformation. After you transform, after the transformation is complete, you will not fall for nothing like this ever again. It will become apparent when you are being manipulated. It'll become apparent when you are being lied to and taken advantage of. It won't even feel right to hear it. You'll know. Energetically, you'll feel it. Okay? So let's go ahead and get your postcard from Spirit. I'm sorry, your Moonology. What messages do we have for group 2? Nothing will come of this situation. Stop worrying about this. Stop stressing about this. Stop hoping for this person to return. Okay? It's time to let it go. Void of course moon means nothing is going to happen for you. In astrology, a void of course moon is where the moon, there are literally no transits. There's nothing in the course of the moon. There's nothing obstructing the path of the moon. Okay? There's nothing to speak of. Okay? So that's literally what this situation is. It's nothing to speak of. There's nothing positively affecting you in this situation. Okay? The way that you get through it is with confidence. New moon in Leo. New moon in Leo. Okay? That Leo energy, you have to embody it. You have to understand what you're worth, what you deserve, that you didn't deserve this, that you deserve much more than what you received. And you have to be confident enough to face your healing, which is the hard part, which is the part that nobody ever wants to do because it requires shadow work, hence the shadow work prompts. But it requires you to do the hard thing. And some people stray away from it out of fear, but you have to have the confidence to know that you can face these hard things. You can address them. You can acknowledge the hurt, the pain, all of those things. You're strong enough for this. You're going to have to be. Otherwise, you're going to stagnate. You're going to stay right here where you can't let shit go. Then that love that you dream about, those friendships that you hope for, they will never come. Because you are going to be stuck right here where you are on this person or people. It could have been multiple people who've done this to you, but you're gonna be stuck here. So you took the initiative to watch this reading. You said you was about this life, so show me, show yourself that you're about this life, and say yes to your healing, say yes to your growth. And what's the final Moonology card? It's time to release the negativity, baby. It's time to let it go. It's time to release. And this is Scorpio energy as well. Definitely time for you to transform. Time for you to let go. Full moon in Scorpio is release. Right over the death card. Right over the death card. It's time for your transformation. I just want to point out in the Rebel deck, I shuffled them before this reading. The very first card on the deck is to stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just stop. If they're not blocked on social media, if they're not blocked in your phone, if they still have access to you, why? For what? Get to blocking. Stop letting them watch. Stop letting them watch. We have winning. It fell in the reverse. I don't read these in the reverse. But it says you got a good thing going. Don't ruin that shit. The good thing is that they're no longer part of your life. The good thing is that you have control over who's accessible, like who has access to you in your life. Okay? While it may not feel like a winning situation, it actually is. It is a benefit that this person is no longer around or that the relationship is strained. Okay? For some of you all are hanging on to a thread by this person or to this person. Cut the thread. Stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up. You're missing some cool shit. Some of you all are in depression. This whole situation has gotten you depressed. Is what I'm getting with that. Some of you all are missing opportunities for relationships, friendships with other people, like you're literally sleep. You're a zombie. You walking through life, missing out on, you know. I just got a, I just got a vision of, like someone trying to talk to you, stir up conversation, someone trying to show interest, but you completely miss all of the cues. Like you completely miss what it is that they were trying to do, the flirtation, because you're so stuck in the bubble. Look what card came out. Stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person twice. It was on oh, y'all know how I shuffle. I don't pull cards. Confirmation right there. Leave it alone. Let it go. Let that person be where they at. It's time for change in your life. It's time for a new cycle. It's time for transformation and growth. It's time for better days. It's time for better days ahead of you. All right, so let's get into your crystal oracle. 48 is the number of the crystal oracle. It reduces down to 3. And that is connection with spirit. All right, so the rose quartz message. Essential meaning is self-love, self-worth, being enough, and worthiness. When rose quartz spirit appears, you're called to pay attention to one of the most wonderful creations the conscious universe has ever brought into being. You. Have you forgotten how beautiful you are? You have so many strengths and unique set of qualities that will be like magical superpowers as you walk through your healing path. Rose quartz spirit has come to remind you of your soul's worth. Many, many people will benefit from simply knowing you and being in your presence, drinking in the love that radiates from your heart. Trust that the conscious universe is always there to fill you up with the power of love whenever you need it to remind you that you are worthy of all that you seek, for you are an exquisite expression of divinity. What a powerful and one-of-a-kind source of healing, love you are. Okay. There's also a relationship message here. I just want to scan over. But what stood out to me about that is people will always want to be around you because of your energy, because of your healing love. Okay? Especially in the spiritual community. People who are healers, people who pour into other people are often targeted. People who are empaths are often targeted because of the glow, because of the magic. And narcissists, energy vampires, toxic people love to be around that shit. It's like moths to a flame, like, flies to honey. I would say bees to honey, but bees are pretty beneficial. These people are flies. swat those bitches. Okay? But the relationship message says we're conditioned to forget how amazing we are. So when rose quartz spirit shows up, it's because it's time for you for being aware of how quickly we forget our beauty and our worth. Have you been falling into a comparison trap and convincing yourself that you aren't good enough? And that you have to work hard to deserve what you want for yourself? No. Let go of that scarcity mentality. Let go of that scarcity mentality. Whoever this person is, they wasn't the last one made, unfortunately. Okay? But there will always be someone else. There will always be another friend. There will always be another lover. So you don't have to cling on to people who treat you in the way that this person has. Okay? Comparing yourself to someone else should be done only when you want to identify those matching your inner strengths. Okay? Wow. Comparing yourself to someone else should only be done when you want to identify those matching your inner strengths, though the ones that you wish to amplify. Girl, y'all know I can't read. So that you may experience more love and more prosperity, okay? So you should only be comparing yourself to see, like, do you match my energy? Let me see if you match my energy. This is not an energetic match. Let me move on. Or, damn, you bop like I bop. I guess we could be friends, whatever. Caveat. Empaths, energy vampires have a tendency to mirror back to you what you show to them. So still tread lightly and be careful. Just because someone seems to have the same energy as you, they don't always. So take your time. Give it time. Give it months. If they are not who they say they are, it will be revealed in time. Every time. Okay? So let's get into your advice and your postcard from Spirit. What is the advice, Spirit, and the postcard? Oh, what's the advice, Spirit? I'm just discombobbled. I'm sorry, y'all. What is the advice here? Ooh, say it again, Spirit. The very first card that came out was the Hangman energy. Release it. Let it go. Surrender. With the 9 of Pentacles, independence. Don't be codependent on this person. 6 of Swords. It's time to unpack the baggage. Shadow work it. It's time to let go of what no longer serves you mentally. It's time to stop hanging on to this person and look, let go of the Daughter of Wands, which is the Page of Wands, which you had in the reading before, both in the reverse. Let go of this loser. Let go of this person who's in and out of your life, who's flighty and inconsistent. All right? And then the bottom of the deck is the Hermit card, which is all about searching within yourself for truth, doing the inner work, figuring out who you are, what you want, what you truly deserve in this world. Okay? What it's not, what you don't deserve, is someone who plays with you in the way that this person has. Okay? So, postcard from Spirit. Let's hear it. What message do you have for group 2? That's too many messages. What message do you have for group 2? Okay. And your postcard from Spirit goes as follows. Dear you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results. Let go of your fears and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not the time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it. And be clear on your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results, miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. And with this card, what I'm feeling is when you really see the situation objectively, you will see the truth of the relationship. And you will see that that is not what you want and that is not what you deserve. When you observe this relationship as an outsider looking into it, you're going to have a way better perspective of what this relationship truly was. Also, Hangman energy, changing your perspective. Right now, you're in the situation looking out, but look from outside of the situation in and see if this is something that you would even entertain, that you would even accept. If you were your own friend and you came to you and was like, girl, this is what I'm going through in this relationship, what would your advice be to you? Would you approve of this? Would you tell you to thug it out and keep on trying? Y'all be all right? Or would you tell you to walk away from this bullshit? That's your reading. That's your reading, group 2. Don't forget to get your shadow work prompts in the comments below. And if this is where I leave you, thank you all so much for watching. And I will catch you all on the next one. What's up, group 3, and welcome to your portion of the reading. Group 3, you are the negative and pessimistic group, okay? Always thinking the worst, all right? And your crystal spirit is a Labradorite spirit, okay? So let's get into your reading. Spirit, speak to me. Speak through me. What's going on with group 3? Why are they so negative, or what's caused them to be so negative? What is happening here? Just like group 2, you've received the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you all may have been part of the group that couldn't let things go. So let's see what, the Wheel of Fortune is all about for you, but it does represent change. It does represent new cycles or a shift in your luck. So let's see what this is about. Definitely a shift in your luck with the negative and pessimistic. I already see where this reading is going, but let's go ahead and pull these cards. What's happening, Spirit, with group 3? Let me get 9 cards out here. Wheel of Fortune again. Changes, cycles, destiny, karma. The Wheel of Fortune is the Wheel of Karma sometimes as well. So Wheel of Fortune. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. But then when it just flew out of my hand, it landed in the upright. So I feel like you are dealing with certain connections, certain people, certain work environments that are not positive work environments. And for some of you all, that negativity can be the direct result of being surrounded by so much negativity. However, when it flew out of my hand the second time and landed in the upright, the changes that you may be seeing soon is a change in your work environment, a change in your circle, okay? Tell me more. Ace of Cups, yes, new beginnings in love, new beginnings in spirituality, okay? Creativity, creative endeavors. The Sun, okay? Happiness, freedom. Everything happy in the tarot is represented by the Sun. This is Leo energy as well. So freedom, happiness, clarity, life, vitality. What's in the center of this reading for group 3? What's in the center of this reading for group 3? Okay. We have the Ace of Swords, some type of a breakthrough. Okay, so this is not negative, even though you are the negative group. It looks like there's about to be something that happens in your life that does shift your thinking, that does help you understand that negativity doesn't have to be your natural state, that pessimism is not something that you have to hold on to, that not everything is going to be, work out for the worst. Okay, Knight of Swords. Ace of Wands in the reverse, which is a door closing, opportunity lost. 8 of Wands. 6 of Wands. Okay, this is actually pretty positive. I do want to clarify some things. But what I'm getting overall is that there are certain circles, certain energies that you're going to have to leave alone, that you're going to have to separate yourself from. They are not, part of your destiny. They're not who you need to be aligned with. And there's a need for you to, upon departing from these people, kind of like refill your cup, kind of replenish your cup. Being around that negative energy all the time is going to be very depleting. It has to be very depleting. You may find that you feel tired very often. You may not notice it until you come home and you're, just by yourself or maybe with your pet, and you just realize that you feel extremely depleted. That's because you've been surrounded by so much negative energy. So there's a need to separate from all of that negativity because it is definitely rubbing off. And there's a need to replenish yourself, to heal that, okay? To fill your cup back up. With the Sun card, it feels like for some of you, this is not new information. Like, you understand that you haven't always been a pessimistic person and that it's literally the people that you're surrounding yourself with. You have that clarity with the Sun and the Ace of Swords. But with the Ace of Cups, the Sun, and the Ace of Swords in the order that they're in, I'm getting this message of once you, like, success is going to come once you separate, once you've healed yourself. That's where the breakthrough happens. But you have to take action towards closing the doors. I feel like the Ace of Wands in the reverse is closing, I did that fast, it's closing the door on these connections. So you're going to have to say, like, bro, I'll quit. Bro, I don't want to be friends with you anymore. Like, take some type of action to show the universe, to show spirit that you don't want to be negative. You don't want to be pessimistic. And you don't want to be surrounded by people who are. You don't like that it rubs off on you. You don't like the way that it affects you physically, mentally, and spiritually especially. You have to take the action by closing the doors on these connections to show spirit, like, it's not, I'm good on it, and let me show you, by ending them. Once you do that, there's going to be such a huge shift for you. You're going to see so much progress. You're going to get communication from people who want to work with you. You're going to see so much success and so much victory. And for a lot of you, like, you're literally not this person. It's just that this is the energy that you've been in lately. Okay, so you're not just a negative ass person. But I'm also getting this message of it feels like a lot of things have not been working out for you, have not been working in your favor. And it's literally because of the energy that you carry, because of the people that you surround yourself with. The reason why things are not working out for you is because of your circle, who you deal with on a regular basis. Once you free yourself of these people, then there's, and of course, cleanse yourself of that same energy. There's nothing for these lower vibrational energies to attach to. There's nothing for them to cling to. They don't, and I say, I don't want to scare anybody, but for somebody, there is literally low vibrational entities, energies, unseen to the eye, that are obstructing, disrupting your progress. And it's because they're attached to that negative energy. Once you clear it out, they have nothing to attract to. There's no reason for them to be there. They don't want the light. They don't want positive energy. They don't want high vibrations. They don't want that. They like when you feel like shit. They like when you feel like nothing goes your way. They like when you're full of disappointment. So the sooner you do the things for yourself and the people and the places in the lower vibrational spaces that you find yourself in, the quicker the wheel of fortune will turn for you. Clarify the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Wands in the reverse. It feels like a workplace for a lot of you. It feels like your job. It feels like you don't like being there. It may be something that you were passionate about, but the people who are there with you, who work with you, have made what used to be fun, what used to be enjoyable, what used to be a place that you look forward to going to, very much a place that you dread. As soon as you close the door on this, there will be so many more opportunities. Also, if this is a job, make sure you're putting yourself in alignment with the energy of finding something new, something better. So this means apply for new positions, start writing that business plan, whatever it is outside of this job that you want to move on to. Start now. Start now. Even before you remove yourself from this place or these people. Because as soon as you turn in that resignation, as soon as you end that friendship, as soon as you block those family members, more opportunities will come immediately, almost instantly. As soon as, look at the bottom of the deck, y'all. As soon as y'all get into alignment with where you want to go, as soon as you surround yourself with people who have the same values, who have the same goals. Bottom of the deck, Lovers, alignment, divine alignment. That's the issue here. You're not negative because you're a negative person. You're simply out of alignment. And that's that. All right. So let's go ahead and move on into your Moonology messages. Moonology, what messages do we have for group 3? The not so pessimistic pessimists. What do we have for group 3? All right. And we have Work Through Your Fears, New Moon in Scorpio, which group 2 also got. A personal issue reaches resolution. And the third quarter moon, adjustments are going to be required. Okay, so definitely work through your fears. If you feel like you're not going to be able to find anything better, then you will never be able to find anything better. Stop limiting yourself with those negative thoughts, with those negative thought patterns. Okay? A personal issue reaches resolution. With a full moon in Cancer, there feels like it's going to be an emotional release. So ending a situation that is negative, that causes you to be in low vibration, is going to cause you to have some type of emotional release, whether that's simply just feeling like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders, whether that is frustration being released through tears, whatever it is, it feels freeing. It feels freeing. This energy feels freeing. And adjustments are required. said third party. There could be a third party influencing your life, a third party interrupting your success. Adjustments are required. Get rid of that third party if that's the case. Find a way to remove them from the situation. Well, I'm going to say situation. Yeah. For some of y'all, this could be like a relationship where it just seems like nothing's going well. And it's because of the people that you're relating to. But the adjustments that can be required if this is the job situation, simply find a new job. Like I said, start that business plan. Like, start writing it out. Apply for other jobs. Whatever adjustments. I feel like there's a message that wants to come through, but it's not. I'm being shown the Page of Swords in the zombie deck. And the Page of Swords energy is very, like he's hiding in the shadows and watching someone. But he has like a little axe, like to protect himself. There feels like there's an energy of fear. Like the reason why you haven't already separated yourself from this job, from this friendship, from this relationship, is because you fear what's next. Either you don't think you're going to find something better, or you feel like you're going to not find nothing at all, like you're just going to be out on your ass. And you are moving in an energy of fear. Let me see if I can find your boy real quick. But when you operate from a space of fear, that's low vibration. You're operating from low vibration. And again, what that's going to attract is low vibrational entities or energies that are going to feed off of you and keep you in this like depressive state. This state of lack. The state where you're never going to feel like you will be successful or have enough or whatever the case is. You're always going to be in fear. It's trying to perpetuate that within you so that it always has something to eat off. That's a crazy download. Why did I want me to see him? Where he at? He missing. I don't know where he's at. But anyways, yeah, as long as you live in fear, as long as you keep that vibration up, you're going to continue to not be successful. You're going to continue to not have the things that you want, need. Look, there he goes. Like he's looking at someone and the shadow is being casted on the wall of who he's looking at. But I feel like what that shadow is your own fear. It's like you're so terrified of whatever this is, but you don't realize that you're the one with the power. Like you're the one with the weapon. You're the one who has the upper hand. But because this person is an adult, then you're just like succumbing to that person, if that makes sense. Because you're just a child. I'm just a baby. You couldn't possibly win. So you cower. That's what it feels like this is. I hope that metaphor makes sense. It's a metaphor. You're not really a child scared of an adult. Some of you all, though. Some of you all were children, afraid of an adult, feeling powerless. And that's where this stems from. Definitely going to be one of the shadow work prompts. It feels like in your childhood, you were perpetually put in bad situations, negative situations, situations where you hope that an adult would help you, that someone would help you, and they just never did. So it's because of this that as an adult, you expect the worst. Some of you all don't think too fondly of people at all. The first rebel message says you need some fucking yoga in your life. Ancient shit is cool. Some of you all may literally need yoga, but when this card comes up, for me, it's a card of flexibility. Your viewpoints on people have been formulated, have been constructed for you by your experience when you were younger. So because in your mind, people were trash, no one saved you, no one helped you, no one, cared that you were in these negative situations, you grew up with this outlook that all people are trash all the time. So there's a need for you to not be so rigid in how you view people, because not everyone is that way, and you may be limiting yourself from opportunities. Even if the opportunity is just a good friendship. Make better fucking choices. If you're pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. If you hate that job, stop taking yourself there. If you hate that friendship, stop taking yourself there, etc., so on and so forth. And what's the last rebel message? Whatever you're thinking about doing, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. If y'all thinking about doing some low vibrational shit because you're surrounded by low vibrational people, don't do it. Think twice. Because what you're going to do is perpetuate that cycle of negativity, thusly inviting in these negative energies that continue to fuck up your life. But I digress and I digest. I feel like I'm speaking to a Scorpio. But anywho, your crystal spirit is the Labradorite spirit, number 29, which reduces down to number 11. Ones represent independence, oneness, but also represents alignment, 1111, Okay, so the essential meaning of this card is awakening to the magic within, mystery and synchronicity, help from unexpected sources. Okay, as we go about our healing work, bringing love and light into the dark corners of our lives, we can forget that alongside reason and logic, there is a very practical tool of magic. Do you think of magic that way? Or did you buy into the notion that the healing toolbox contains only what can be defined, tested, predicted, and controlled by humans and their technology? Labradorite spirit is here to tell you to believe in the mystery of how the conscious universe finds ways to support us in healing what is broken, for its ways are magical. You are being called to make a conscious choice to acknowledge the reality invisible to the senses that makes itself known through meaningful coincidences. Pay attention to synchronicities bearing messages from the conscious universe, which is eager to see you replace what you have lost and repair what has become frayed or broken. Listen to the part of you whispering that something small, seemingly insignificant, has great importance, for it is speaking the truth. The truth of magical synchronicities. Okay, so some of you all may have actually been seeing, 1111 or 111, 222, 333, 444, any of the angel numbers, but because of your negativity and pessimism, you dismiss them. Some of you all may think that, all of that, and it's weird if you're watching tarot and you feel this way, but that all of that is just, bullshit, that it is just coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence. Whenever you are about to receive increase, you will see these angel numbers. Whenever you're about to see a shift, a change in your life, you will see these angel numbers. You may be seeing 1010 a lot, with the Wheel of Fortune coming out twice for you. 1010. Wheel of Fortune energy. Some good things are about to happen for you, but you have to believe in it. And then furthermore, with such a negative outlook, and y'all probably have heard me say this before, you manifest what you think. So if you're always thinking negatively, then you're going to manifest negative shit. Change your perspective, change your mind, change your world. And that's definitely what is necessary here. Okay? Change the way that you are doing things. Okay, let's get your advice and your postcard from Spirit. As I read this, the energy that I feel is that there is definitely a disconnect between your mind and your heart. Like, you hear what I'm saying, you don't want to believe what I'm saying. There's a part of you that's like, this shit is just for entertainment, and then there's a part of you that this shit is really resonating with, but you want to dismiss it. But you know that it's true. You know that you're manifesting what you think. There may have been a time in your life where you were more positive, and it seems like more positive things would happen to you because of your positivity. And you are being called back to that time to confirm for you what I'm saying. But there's definitely a disconnect. Spiritually, you know it's true. Internally, intuitively, you know that what I'm saying is true, that you have to remove certain people and certain things from your life and to change this pessimistic outlook. But mentally, you like, it's just YouTube. It's just a YouTube reading. It ain't nothing. Don't let that ego get you messed up. What is the advice? 3 of Swords. Heartbreak, pain, grief. Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, new opportunities. Especially as it pertains to your finances, your stability, your foundations, your friendships. 9 of Pentacles. Okay. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. Standing in your power. Standing in your power. Fighting for what you believe in. Fighting for what you've earned. What is this all about, Spirit? Definitely feeling called for you to face your grief, face your pain, face your heartbreak. And I'm being called back to that negative thing that happened when you were a child, when you felt like no adults were paying attention to you. No one was listening to you. No one would save you from the situation that you found yourself in. There's a need for you to acknowledge the pain of your childhood that makes you believe that people ain't shit. Spirit is saying, but you're still here. After all these years, you're still here. So let this be an opportunity for you to start anew. You've made it this far on your own. 9 of Pentacles, independent energy. You fought. You struggled. But you're still alive and you're still standing. So embrace that power. Harness that power. Live in that power. You control your destiny. You control what's next. This whole reading has literally told you that you hold the power. All you have to do is cut out what doesn't belong in your life and watch how things shift. Watch how things change. Watch how much progress happens almost immediately. Watch how much success you have when you remove yourself from negative people in order to remove the negative people from yourself, or the negative energy from yourself. Postcard from Spirit, let's hear it. Too many, but I'm going to keep that one. Dearest you, sometimes it's wonderful to give, but there are times where you might find yourself overgiving. Now might be a good time to check in to see where you might be cutting off the flow of abundance. Let others give to you, even if you are more comfortable in being generous and being the giver, the healer, the rescuer. In the art of living, we sometimes overlook an important skill, receiving gracefully and with gratitude, without diminishing yourself or trying to deny vulnerability or bringing an agenda of equality to it. Receiving is hard for some people, maybe you. You don't need a this for that in your exchange with others. You are doing good in the world. Let the world give back and support you. Then you can give up the old stories that have you convinced that you have to do everything alone and with no help. Let your well be filled. It feels like a survival. Because you were failed in your childhood, you went into survival mode. That's what this 9 of Pentacles is all about. And while you have found that you were the only one that you could depend on, Spirit is saying don't let go of that power that you found in your own independence. Would be a great time for you to allow people to pour into you and give to you. Don't feel like you have to do everything on your own. And naturally you feel that way because you have this pessimistic outlook on people because of how people have treated you throughout your life. That's what made you become hyper independent in the first place. It's so many, it's so intricate. Like this reading has so many layers to it. There's so many layers here. But we're going to leave it there. We're going to leave it there. If this reading resonates for you and you would like to dive deeper, you could definitely book a personal reading at savvycynthia.com. But of course, there's going to be a shadow work prompt. You may have seen it at your timestamp. Okay? So I would highly recommend that you pick those up and write down the prompts and the answers to the prompts. Really sit with yourself, really think about it. and begin the healing. Begin unpacking this. Begin healing this. Okay? So that is your message. If this resonates for you, please let me know how in the comments below. And of course, until the next time that I read for you all, wishing you all love and light. Now, please go get right. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Bye.